SEC struggling in the non-conference, Pac-12 thriving. A few years ago, we never thought we would say that, ever, in a million years. But you just look at these results right now, and it's hard to wrap our minds around what's going on. The SEC is 3-6 versus other Power 5 teams this season. That's the worst among the Power 5 conferences. Now, it'll get better as the year goes on because they're going to have winnable games, I think. But man, I look at this conference and it's like what they built themselves on was two things. National championships, which might not go away because Georgia might win the national championship. Okay, so this all might be a moot point, but the depth of the conference is certainly not what it has been in the past. And the reason I know that is because the second element of what I was going to talk about is they always won the big non-conference games. Always. Think back to the past, right? Last season, Georgia destroyed Oregon. Maybe they just need to put Georgia in these big games because they beat Clemson up the year before. Alabama destroyed Miami the year before in 2021. LSU beat Texas in that big game. Georgia beat Notre Dame in 2019. Every time there was a big game, SEC, other conference, regardless of who it was, the SEC would win. And they had more talent, and they had more players drafted, and they were winning national championships. And listen, they might still have the most players drafted, and they very well might win the national championship. But the difference is that it looks like it's going to have to be Georgia. It looks like this conference this year, at least, and this might and probably will change in the future, but at least for this year, this conference, the SEC, resembles more of what the Big Ten was in 2019. And over on the West Coast, the Pac-12 more resembles what we normally think of the SEC to be. What do you mean, Joel? Well, here's what I mean. Georgia's obviously the number one team in the country and should be. The second highest ranked SEC team is now ranked 10th. We haven't seen that forever. The third highest is 11th. That's Tennessee. LSU then is 14 and Ole Miss is 17. That's a big gap. Similar to, let's say, Big Ten 2019. Ohio State was elite and everybody else was like, well, I don't really know. Probably good enough to be ranked, but I don't know if they're top end. In particular, when those teams, two of them, Alabama and LSU that are ranked, lost horrendous games in the non-conference.